What's good, everyone? We're back. This is like literally a few hours after the last video was recorded because I had a really good day and I now want to play some more. I am in voice chat with Tim still, but he's kind of doing his own thing, so he'll be in and out. Don't be surprised if there's suddenly another voice. Let's begin.
Hello.
Like so. Okay, so where did we leave off? We got a bunch of stuff that we could potentially make use of for future runs. Get another day's notes ready to go. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around, walk out that door, and spend a couple of steps to get a special room today. Just because that seems like the correct play. I will gladly spend 4 steps to open whatever this room is. Possibly even 6 steps. Make an offering, receive a blessing. Okay. These are all really interesting. Make an offering, receive a blessing. I don't know what that means, but it's interesting. Root cellar could be very good because we're starting the day here. And like we could just, search out green rooms in a shovel. Or we could build a shelter and ignore the next 3 red room negative effects. So like the gymnasium is now just a free go in all directions, and the auditorium no longer hurts, and the archives no longer hurts. Or gymnasium, sorry. There's a lot of good options that the shelter provides. But I kind of just want to see what the shrine does. Which is going to cost me another step or 2 to get in here. This place is nifty. What do you want from me? Make an offering of money may result that lasts for several days. Oh, you can have 4 money then, maybe. Maybe even 5. Let's do 5 money. That's a good amount of money. We have $19. We're fucking rich. Here's 5 gold coins. You have received the blessing of the gardener. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool for the next 3 days. Oh, we gon' be having some courtyards in this bitch. We are not even going to be able to avoid them. It's going to be like, do you want a courtyard, or a courtyard? Guess we got to go find that shovel. All right, we're starting down 6 steps. That's somewhat detrimental, but also these cards. Ace of spades, Queen of diamonds. Ace of spades, card and not card and cart, card and car or something like no. Card, ace, ace and face, ace and face, ace and face. 1-3 entrance hall. Ace face. And that also works out for what I'm looking at here with our actual word. It spells safes. Safes. Currently we have blank, COU blank T, small, gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Not sure what the fuck that means yet. 8 dates crack 8 safes, though. Oh, so wait, does that mean that all of the different safes? You know what I think this actually is going to say? It's going to say, if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. That's what I think. Maybe I'm crazy. But so we want to count the small gates. I don't know what that means, though, counting the small gates. But 8 dates crack 8 safes is a really big deal because we've seen Christmas cracked a safe. And we know of some other safes. So here's the next question. I haven't been actually looking at my screen here, but do we want to go balls to the wall and get the coat check super early? We can get our gear wrench back right away. There's no way this isn't it. Even if it is right in the middle and it's like the really good one where we would normally want to be able to pass through. Like, who the fuck wouldn't want to pick up a gear wrench immediately? Let me get that. Yoink. Thanks, buddy. We've got a gear wrench. Yeah, let me actually write this down. If question mark we count question mark small gates question mark 8 dates crack 8 safes. And there we go, bedroom. All right, we're back on track. In fact, even then, den. Better than bedroom, den. And we're gonna go both directions. Just open up both doors early. Closet, corridor, parlor. Parlor also a good choice. This way we don't use any steps and we get to kind of pick which direction we want to go, right? Let's go with... I think I like the parlor more here. Because we get to do the puzzle. We like a good puzzle. There's someone setting off fireworks nearby right now, which is a little weird. Also, my camera could stand to be a little more centered. There we go. The blue box is true. Well, if that's true, then the blue box is true. And if it's false, then the blue box is not true. So either both black and blue are false, or both black and blue are true. You are in the parlor. Well, that's true. So then this must also be true. The blue box is true. And that is true. Because we are in the parlor, which means this one is false. This is false. The box is empty. It is not empty. Give me the goodies. Yum, 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 yum. Gems. Delicious. All right. Next. Lose money when going through the chapel. How about go fuck yourself? Spare room. Nook, storeroom, bedroom. I want a key. As much as the storeroom is cool, it would also completely end this side, which I'm not super stoked about. I also don't need that much money just yet. Let's go Nook. I would very much like a key so that I don't get screwed. Key. Anything else in here? Any goodies? So here's another one of these notes that I was talking about with Austin about how there's one word that's just very strangely written, right? Better. Beside, right? Like, what does this have to do with anything? What are the other words we've written down? Third time, we wrote down... overnight, we've written down. We wrote down bridge on a white note. And then there was also beside on this note. Yeah. Interesting. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's me. I don't like building chapels. Chapels are stinky. But I'm gonna do it anyways because it'll give me some nice options. And maybe they'll have some stuff to give me back. You know what? We'll take $1 for a gem. We'll take $1 for a gem. We like that. Drawing room again. Absolutely. Drawing rooms are so good. It allows me to restart, refresh the options. Observatory, courtyard, pantry. Now, if I'm looking long term, we take the observatory here so that we can get the star. If we're looking short term, we take the pantry just because it goes the right direction. But really, I don't need that because we have the drawing room, which has 2 doors out. I think I like the observatory more. And I'm pretty sure we've already done everything in this room shy of peeking the stars. Now, either this will give us 3 steps, or it'll give us trunks and a gold, I think, is how this works. 3 steps. All right, well, we took 2 to get in here, so get in here and back out. So plus 1 step is what that ended up being, which is fine because we also got the star. The hallway would allow me to move around, I guess, but realistically, because the den is there, I feel like it makes more sense to do the storeroom or the closet. Storeroom or closet. Ooh. 2 random items, one of which is usually... I find that usually it's not just like crap, it's usually like at least 1 good item. But that doesn't necessarily mean that. The storeroom, though, is $10. We lose 1 because we're going back to the chapel. But then the key and the gem are just way too good. Like, all of this money... Jesus. How could you not, right? How could you not? Yeah. Is that a note? Is that a note? It is a note. The fuck? How have I never seen this? 2-4, I believe we are. No, I don't need to write that down. Well, I mean, I need to write it down, but not here. I want to write it down up here. I'm also going to mark off some of these up here that I've already used. Okay. This is a blue bird in swim gear. Question mark. Storeroom. You know what? Maybe the upgraded version of the room is what gave this note, or maybe I'm just fucking blind. Either way. Thoughts? This is a cool... I don't remember that there either. It's like one of the rooms. Huh. Well, back we go. -1 step, +1 key, +1 gem, plus $8 is what we ended up with going through that little side quest. All right, so now the information that I have suggests to me that the safe that we are looking at right now involves a date. It involves a date. Maybe. Possibly. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. I don't know if there's other information in this room. I think I'm just going to pass on this for now, and we'll come back to it later. But that is very curious to me. Extra, extra. That's what that says. No fucking way. Hold on. Am I reading that right? No, I wasn't. Thank God I wasn't reading that right. I think I am, though. Maybe it's O because it's a date? No, I wanted that to be right. 0392. Damn. You guys can see what I'm seeing there, right, though? Like that kid's paper there does have, like, it has a number on it. Is that 302? That might be 302. I don't see anything on the horse. 302? No. Damn. I really thought I was reading that right. But maybe I'm just reading it not right. There's no like zoom in button, right? I think I've asked this question before. No. And there's no way to use like a magnifying glass like that. Yeah, it's very... Damn, I thought I might have something there. Ooh, that would have felt good. The phone doesn't have anything. The clock doesn't have anything. The plate doesn't have anything. It's very nice. Very nice plate, but doesn't have anything. This guy doesn't have anything, I don't think, unless there's something on the bottom of his shoe there, but I don't know what that's got to do with anything. Whatever. The door is locked. I don't want to open it if I don't have to. There we go. Bedroom goes the wrong way, I believe. Courtyard goes across. Corridor goes across. Let me redraw those. You can do better. Do better. Use all of my gems or just have a right turn. Or a left turn, rather. I think I'd rather just have a left turn than use all of my gems to also be able to go straight. And we'll just take it this way. There's this note again that is not true. Where are we right now? 4-4? We need to get up to 6-4 for it to be... Yeah, just fucking use the key, whatever. Closet, pantry, bedroom. We take the bedroom here so that we can stay on track. Don't have a sledgehammer. I'm certainly not using a key for it. I'm pretty sure I've marked in the past that the bedroom has a white pawn. I have indeed marked that. No need to worry about it again, then. Here's Reddington again. I just noticed that these boxes have, like, X's on them. These boxes have X's. Isn't this the same pattern as in the boiler room? I think it is. It's a 4x4 of boxes, but I couldn't tell you what that actually means. Maybe I need a tool. Maybe I need something to do with Reddington. Whatever this is. And then there's this super suspicious, like, obviously previously opened cabinet here that probably needs me to like run around the room pressing buttons in certain orders to actually open. Or this finger. Alrighty. Moving on though. Courtyard. It's the same as a corridor, except costs a gem. No thanks. And nothing in here. We know the other end is always unlocked. The billiard room is feeling mighty nice right now. Get some extra keys in here. And, well, assuming we win, of course. Ooh, speaking of keys. Car keys. I don't think I need those, since I've opened the trunk before, but sometimes there's things in... There was something in the trunk last time, right? So... 12. We've got 15 minus 7. That is 8. Where is 8? There is 8. Then we've got 1 times 1 is 1. Then we've got 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then finally we have 6 minus 1 is 5. Times 4 is 20. Divided by 5 is 4. 4. Let me in. Let me get them keys. So a billiards room is basically just 2 keys. I don't think I've ever found anything other than keys there. Maybe there can be special keys, but as far as I can tell, it's just some keys. Knock knock. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 steps. That is not very cash money, but it's also my only option, so... Now, that is additional 2 steps. We've never been in the gymnasium, though, so let's go ahead and take a peek-see around. Hoople Sports. Hoople. Hoople? I guess I'll write down Hoople Sports. 6-2, I think we're in. Gymnasium. Hoople Sports? I mean, I will say that they look a little strange, right? Doesn't look like it looks plastered on almost. There's windows. Okay. I don't suppose you could let me shoot. Play a game of horse. Start over here. Ka-chow. Boom. Boom. 4. And 5. Was that actually making a noise? No way did that actually do anything. That must have just been like a random noise. That... This is just from me moving and then stopping. Why am I so caught up on this? Huh. Alrighty. Locked. Okay. Why is this door a different color? Why are you a different color? Very strange. I don't really want to build a closet there, if I can help it. Security is cool, but so's a pantry. Oh, you know what? We can change the rarity of security because we have our thing. Yeah. Let's change the rarity of security. This is standard? Nah, that bitch is commonplace now. Look at that. And we've got that, but we don't have the breaker room nor an actual key card yet. Okay. Let's unlock this. Lavatory, conference room, courtyard. Let's go conference room. Now, where do we actually want to go? Because we do have to worry about stepping back through the gymnasium. We did what we wanted to on security, but until we have a key card, we can't actually go through that door over there, or until we find the breaker box. If we find the breaker box, we can do it as well. Let's start in the conference room. Safe code 9083. Sus. I wonder, it could potentially be like 0983. Zero 0983? Question mark? That would make an actual date, right? These pens do some. These pens are sus. These pens are sus. Some of these pens are in different places. These pens are sus. I didn't realize this last time I was in here, but these pens are omega fucking sus. Omega sus pen placement. Also, this guy wrote notes on here. Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. So we can see the conference notes if we go to the office safe. And the safe code it says there is fake, 9083, but I'm going to go with 0983. I think that might be more likely because that's a date. This is just information about spreading items. I believe I've already done the work here. Yes. The paintings, rather. Drawings. They're drawings, not paintings. Get it together. This is another keycard door. Annoying. Yeah, what are these? Like, some of them are on the right. Some of them are in the middle. Some of them are off to one side. But then a lot of them are just placed, like, in very similar positions. Like, up a little bit, not quite like this. You see what I mean? A lot of them do kind of look the same, but then there are some that are in different positions, and it's just very suspicious. And only three of these dudes were actually drinking water. That's a choice. No, don't unlock that yet. I think I would rather go into security and just eat the extra 2 steps. And go this way through. Check for any... I've seen this. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless written by hand. View estate inventory. Apparently I missed a gem somewhere, but I haven't missed a trunk. I know where that trunk is, I just didn't have a hammer for it at the time, so... Okay. Laundry room. Garage. Garage sounds pretty good. Does allow me to leave and go back out. But it also blocks me off from going any further because we only have keycard rooms left. Or we could launder currency, whatever the fuck that means. Or we could just take 2 items. Which could be a keycard. I wonder if the garage always has a disc in the trunk, or if it's, like, different stuff. So if we go to the garage, we're going to use 1 step getting there, And then to go back at all, I would have to go all the way back to the drawing room or leave, go around 1, 2, 3, 4 back to the entrance hall. And then 5 into the den, we would be at like 6 steps down, basically. But we would be able to drop off our, like, the wrench thing again. We'd be able to drop that back off. Let's go garage. Keys. Oh, we can't open that. Right, we can't leave that way. But we can. That's helpful. Lockpick kit. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. And then this looks like a fancy key. What is this shit? Key to the secret garden? Would you care to tell me where that is? Finding it won't be easy. Thanks. Helpful. And it is not permanent. Where would a secret garden be? I thought I had checked the outdoors pretty well. Maybe this is actually what I want to coat check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get back to 7 to get back to the drawing room from here. Well, we're just gonna have to eat that, methinks, because I can't get out of the garage without the breaker. We've got some decent stuff here. We just can't really go any further at the current moment with what we have. The car keys I could have used on the driver's side, but that would just lead me back to the note, I think. So, all right, time to run it back a little bit. Maybe we can find a dining room or something. We never actually hit rank 8, though, so that wouldn't work. A commissary would go hard, or a kitchen would allow us to spend some of our infinite wealth. Special keys? I mean, certainly this wouldn't just work, right? Let's try the lockpick. Oh, lockpick worked. We immediately found a dining room, which is kind of what we were asking for in a certain sense. Let's go ahead and take the dining room. Now, dinner has not yet been served, unfortunately, but... Anything new in here to worry about? Did the paintings. Move on to the other side. Terrace rooms, green rooms do not cost gems to draft is honestly sicko mode, but the utility closet is really good too. Actually, is it? The utility closet would let us go open the garage, but I don't want to run all the way back to the garage now. That's another 8 steps. We'd basically be out of steps by the time we made it back to the entrance hall. I don't really want to do that. If anything, I want the terrace, just because we've never been here before. Or maybe we have once. In fact, now that I've seen this, I think we have been here once. It's a nice place, though. Okay, let's head the rest of the way back at this point. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 back to the entrance hall. That'll leave us with 9. Probably 7 because I'm going to want to just hit up the... yeah, take your money. I'm going to want to hit up the This is the nook, yes? Yes. Coat check. Just in case. Go ahead and coat check something. I think I want to check the secret garden key, right? In the future, we can go get this. Since we've got the buff of the gardener, this must be related, right? Like, this must be, maybe if I draft enough green rooms, the secret garden key pops off, and the next time you open it, it's like, da-da, and you find it or something. But we're going to go ahead and store that. Oh, there's my gem. I never actually went in here, did I? Commissary. Big. That's exactly what I want to see. You got tons of money. I don't know what any of this stuff does besides the sledgehammer, obviously. Salt shaker, maybe? What do you do? Whenever you eat food and gain footsteps, gain an extra footstep. That is good, I will say. And I would like to buy a gem and a sledgehammer. I don't actually remember where that trunk was, though, unfortunately. I want to say it was over there in that bedroom, but we're currently a little bit low on food. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. This is another hint in case somehow you never find that red notes are lies, because you never find security. This could tell you, like, if I come in here on the 12th, I'm sure it'll still be open. I don't like this either. This seems like a hint as well. For the drawing room, potentially. These arrows are very suspicious to me. East Wing Hall? No. Courtyard. I want to keep drafting courtyards and such. There's a shovel. Big. Maybe we'll dig up some food. Not sure I'd eat it, but... We found $1. We found another $1. Any special flowers? No? Okay. No more dirt spots. We move along, move along. Can't use the utility closet. Keep going straight. I'm hoping and dying for the kitchen or some food. Old tin can. Very cool. Thank you. Metal detector. So are there just items in courtyards? Like, just generally speaking? Because we're like... We actually got a turnip. No shit. We actually got some food. And of course the run's going to end because we find the pantry too early. Curses! We needed to find that later on. Well, we'll still go in here because there's like some money and shit and an apple. And like, why not? Okay. Nothing more to see here. I think the run is just over now because we didn't find a key card in any of this. We could consider what we want to do with the coat check. Currently, we have the key thing there. I think we can do a lot more with green rooms next time, especially if we can find an early terrace. That would be the best bet. I don't think we can do anything more here, though. Right? Because that was a keycard room, and this one was a keycard room, and there are no other exits. Annual Maids Day sale. 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. Cool. I guess I can go hunting for that trunk. Maybe it just magically has a, Where was it? Was it in here? No. Where was it? I actually don't remember now. It wasn't in there, because I didn't go in there until later. Was it in here? No? Where the fuck was it? Yes, yes, take my money. I don't think it was in the observatory. It wasn't anywhere over here. I feel like it was earlier on in the run. Maybe it was in the parlor and I missed it there. I don't believe it was in the drawing room. Oh, it must have been in the bedroom? Does this count if I go into the bedroom and I restore 2? Does this work? Yes. Knock knock. You got anything crazy in here? Those dice would have been nice a while ago. But wouldn't have saved me because I wouldn't have had enough steps. Well, let's call it a day. And we'll probably do another day because that was only like 40 minutes. We were kind of crushing it.